YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today, guys, we are gonna talk about our Gold Pride and Punk deck that we got from our YugiOh Omega and transferred it into Master Duel. So our build is kinda or almost similar here, but we need to adapt it with the Master Duel meta and of course with the changes that is in Master Duel. So the thing about this is Superheavy Samurai is very prominent nowadays and is very deadly if you let them combo it off. So that, of course, it needs to be resolved with the help of Maxi, a copy of Jewel and Lockbird, and of course a copy of Nibiru. We are cutting off some of the Gold Pride cards, of course, because we need to make room for some other cards like Harpy's Feather Duster and some other hand traps like we added earlier for Jewel and Lockbird, just to counter some significant meta decks as well. Furthermore, we're still running with the same number of Leon, but we are cutting last copy of Captain Carry because Carry does only search up the copy of the trap card. I do prefer just going with the two of each for the Captain Carry and the copy of Better Luck next time. Majority of the Punk monsters are level 3, so you can just rank them up into the Chariot Carry to search out a copy of Better Luck next time. And when the Better Luck next time is activated, you search out a copy of Captain Carry. Captain Carry will get the trap card, and then you can use the trap card during your opponent's turn. Basically, that is the gist of the build, of course, and how we do this in game. Punks as well, it's easy enough to actually do as long as you know I think majority of us already know the combo line for Punks. We go for Ziamin, search out a Foxy June, or get a copy of Sharakusai to the field into a copy of Rising Carp. Rising Carp go into a copy of Wagon and a copy of Deer Note, so we can get a hold of the field spell, and the field spell will gain access to more cards to hand. And if we ever have a copy of Better Luck next time on the field as well, we have an additional draw if we summon a copy of Chariot Carry to the field. Other than that, it's still really good, really prominent, and the best thing about this deck is your opponent needs to interact with with all of the cards that we have, excluding the hand traps that we actually pulled from the draws in both the field spell and the continuous spell. With regards to the extra deck, we are just running one copy of the Rising Carp, one Pinballer, one copy of Star Leon, one Omega. I really had fun with the Omega. Jam Dragon Drive, Amazing Dragon, Psychic and Punisher, really good if you're going for an OTK. This actually helps a lot because the best thing about the Gold Pride is they cut off a ton of your life points. And with the Fortune Tune, you can go into a copy of Downward Magician into your, not that one, the Divine Arsenal Zeus. Our Link Monsters is basically Dagger for Har for an untarget pop, and Nightmare Unicorn for like returning one card to the deck or spinning it back to the deck. So that's basically it. Other tech card or utility card is a copy of Lingirsu, the Orcus of the Evening Star. So other than that, that is basically your position for your main deck. Yeah, let's go towards the replays. I have 4 replays for you guys with this build, and of course enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the replay. Alright guys, so here we are with our first replay, and we got one copy of Jewel and Lockbird, one Maxi, one Deer Note, one E-Tally, and one copy of Dangerous Kaboo. So not really the best of starting hand, but at least we got the E-Tally here, and a copy of Maxi for our second turn. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that we can do because we don't really have a best starter here. So Italy is still a really good starter for our Punks. So we go for Ziamin here, get a copy of our Sharakusai, normal summoner Sharakusai. Now take note, this is still prone to Maxi or even Ash Blossom. So better we get a copy of or add a copy of Cold Grave and cross out here. So we go summon the monsters there. Since we already got the Deer Note, might as well gonna go for level 3 in the field so that we can use it for our Chariot Carry. So with Deer Note spell summon to the field, we go for a copy of Jam Dragon Drive. And with that, spell summon another level 3 to the field, which is our Sharakusai. And with that, get a copy of another level 3. So we spell summon or get a hold of or we drew into a copy of Madame Spider here. So that's really good. But at this point, we already used up our spell summon, so we can just use Sharakusai for our rank 3 to get a hold of the continuous spell, and the continuous spell will get a copy of Captain Carry. Now at this point, our life points is 4,700, so take note on that one if you are using most of the effects for the Gold Pride. But yeah, regardless, 2 Captain Carries in the field, it's not half bad, but at least we have 1 negate, 1 pop. No interactions, but we got a ton of hand traps because of the draw. So our guys are gonna summon the Fenrir to the field. We're gonna reveal 3 copies of Leon from the start your engines. And then Leon will spell summon a copy of our Pinballer from the graveyard, and our guy's gonna chain with Halfness here. We're gonna chain with Star Leon into synchro summoning a copy of Star Leon. Yeah, Star Leon. Leon will synchro summon into Star Leon. Alright, so my gosh. Alright, so Pinballer to the field, and we can still go into our Fusion Monster if ever we can do so. Our guy is normal summoning Rhino Heart, so he can't exi summon here because he only has level 4 and level 3. The downside here is we increase our life points, which is not really the best of strategy here because we need our life points to be lower. And sadly, with the Destrodo sent to the graveyard, he used the effect to half his life points. So he's actually lower than ours. Regardless, it's perfectly fine. We can go for a Pinballer here. So once his Destrodo is on the field, we can just attach the 2 monsters on the field. So there we go. And he's just gonna set the trap card that he got from the Tearlament Grief. Was it? Or he just got that one earlier? I forgot. But regardless, we spill summon our Pinballer and a copy of Leon to the field from their effects. And with that, we go into a copy of Pinballer here to attach 2 materials, but we got negated. It's not really a problem. And if he uses the effect of the Solek, we can use the effect of Cold Grave if he sends a Tearlament to the graveyard. So that's a really good interruption as well. And a ton of draw from our 2 cards on the field, which is the Field Spell and the Continue Spell. So that's game number 1. Let's go for game number 2. Alright guys, so here we are with game number 2, and we're going up against Superheavy here. So luckily we got Maxi. We'll get Ash Blossom, Foxy Tune, Colbert Grave, and a copy of Better Luck next time. So these 2 here are, well, basically the Maxi is the showstopper for Superheavy deck. So he's gonna normal summoning Wagon, change it to defense, and then change it back to attack so that he can search out a card. We will Ash Blossom that, and with a follow-up of Maxi if he ever link summons into a copy of Scarecrow. So with that, he stops his turn there with just 1 card on the board. So yeah, he was afraid of the spell summon or the draw. Regardless, on our turn, we drew into another copy of Better Luck next time. Sad to say. But yeah, he's gonna chain with Maxi from our Foxy Tune. Luckily, we got the Colbert Grave. And like any other combo deck, Maxi is still a problematic card. And also Drool and Lockbird. And also Nibiru. But yeah, we go for Xiamin to the field. Luckily, he doesn't really have, or he didn't draw into any hand trap that can stop this combo. So Xiamin or Circos to be on the field, going for Rising Carp. And I think we did an OTK here using the Rising Carp, because it's easy enough to actually do here with the help of the Rising Carp. Rising Carp, once used as a synchro material, the Punk monster can attack twice. So that's still really good. So Jam Jam Drive, searching out another card, and then with a Deer Notes, special summoning the Rising Carp back to the field. So there we go. And then with a Jam Dragon Drive, search out a copy of Madame Spider. Spell summon the Madame Spider by banishing a copy of Foxy Tune. I just wanted to get a trap card in case we'll get negated or whatsoever. But regardless, we're good for an OTK. So go for Amazing Dragon, bounce the card. And with the effect of Rising Carp, target the Amazing Dragon so that it can attack twice during that turn. And there we go, our OTK. And if ever that was negated, we still have a follow-up on our hand. So that's really good. So that is game number 2, guys. Let's go for game number 3. Alright guys, so here we are with game number 3. So majority of our wins includes Maxi, which is always going to be your friend. But yeah, Maxi, 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Deer Note, 1 Imperm, and 1 copy of Start Your Engine. So these 2 cards alone will help us out. But yeah, it's not really like a strong counter to Traptrix, I mean. So there you go. Our guy's gonna go for a copy of Prosperity here. So we negate that one. He's just gonna bait out a copy of our Ash Blossom, which I thought he just dropped 3 copies there. Regardless, it's perfectly fine. He's going for Pradika here. I just chain with Maxi and hope he doesn't Ash Blossom it. So luckily he did it. So at this point, we go for Start Your Engine, spell summoning our copy of Leon to the field. Now this is basically like a bad choice, but we don't have any other choice to summon to the field other than a copy of Leon, because if you summon carry, there's no point. And our guy just negate a copy of Leon for some reason. But regardless, he's gonna go for Garden, which he already has on hand because of the Pudika. Then going for Murmelo, we negate the effect of Murmelo here. He's gonna spell summon a monster, use the effect of the Pudika, banish the Leon, and going for the Sarah. So Sarah on the field, and then set 2 cards. Set 2 cards. So on our turn, I was really scared of the 2 back rows. I think that one was a Holotea, if I am not mistaken. During our turn, we go for a copy of Better Luck next time. He's gonna chain with Holotea here to spell summon to the field and activate the effect of Sarah. We will chain our Maxi here, since we really had we really have a bad hand at this point, so we really need the Maxi. But yeah, with the number of the reduction to our life points, it is still really good because we can go into Psychic and Punisher. And we got a copy of Nitro here, so really good. So Nitro is gonna be spell summon to the field, get a normal summon the Wagon, and then get a copy of the field spell, and then we go for a copy of Psychic and Punisher. So at this point, I am lacking any damage here, so what I can do here, or what I was thinking, is use the effect of Psychic and Punisher and hope that I'll get another good card from the draw from the field spell. So that's what I did. Banish a trap card, and since we lose our life points with a Psychic monster, we drew into a copy of Pinballer, which is the best card that we ever drew. So attack the Sarah, and then attack for Psychic and Punisher for game. So that is the game. Let's go for the last game against Mikanko. Alright guys, so here we are with the last game. We have 2 Ash Blossoms, 1 Leon, 1 Italy, and a copy of Better Luck next time. So we got 2 good starting hands here, but we're going up against Mikanko. I never thought Mikanko is still here in the meta. But yeah, Italy into Xiamin, getting a copy of Sharkusai, and then our guy will drop a copy of Jewel and Lockbird. So like I said, Jewel and Lock is going to be really good at this meta. But we got a copy of Sharkusai to the field to go into Rising Carp. And then with that, Rising Carp is going to spell summon a monster to the field, which is our Deer Note, and a copy of Xiamin. So at this point, we can't do anything about it, but just summon the Omega here, just to pick off 1 card from the hand and check what card or what we are dealing. Sad to say, I think we only dropped a copy of... Oh no, that was the other game, sorry. But yeah, we dropped a copy of Diviner of the Herald here, because I think Triple Tactics was the other game. But yeah, we dropped a copy of Herald here, and I misplayed here. So I thought before that once you activate the Better Luck next time, you can still activate it. No, it was a minor misplay on my part. Regardless, I was just hoping it wasn't like a really deadly deck. So far, we had Ash Blossom for the copy of Arabesque. And our monsters are on defense, so it was perfectly fine, as long as they were not tributed for a Lava Golem or whatsoever. That was still good. But our guy is gonna spell summon the Uhime to the field and trying to dish out more damage to my life points. I was perfectly fine with this because he can't do anything about it because my monsters are on defense position. Also, he's deducting more of my life points. So the next turn, we're free to move, and we got a copy of Foxy Chun here. And with our Omega, we can go into a copy of Psychic and Punisher. So at this point, what I really want to do here is, since I lack more damage if I use the effect of Psychic and Punisher, what I can do is use the effect of Omega, bounce back a copy of Deer Note, because Deer Note is the only card that we can summon with the help of Foxy Chun. So that's what I did. There we go. It's gonna add 1 card. It's not really like relevant at this point on. So Omega, spin back to the deck. Our Deer Note, use the effect of Psychic and Punisher, banish 1 card, and use our Foxy Chun to deal damage. And we have lethal. There we go. So that is the game for you guys, and yeah, it was kind of fun. I do believe that this is still a really good deck to play in rank anyways. I had a lot of fun with this deck. But anyways, that is the gameplay for you guys, and that is the deck profile for you guys today. Hope you enjoy this kind of content. Like and subscribe for more contents like this, and we'll tackle Gold Pride and Scarecrow in the next video. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.